What's going on, y'all? It's your man, Stephen Bardo, coming at you with a fresh Bardo's Breakdown. That's old school right there. Fresh. What's up, Michael Payne? Good to see you, man. Hope you guys doing well. I've had a good weekend. I was a little bit nervous to start this out because I was having a few technical difficulties. I got a new mic. I've got a different lens on the camera. So I'm trying a few different things out, just trying to improve the quality as much as I can. So that's what's happening, y'all. A lot to get into. I tell you what, when I made a decision to do Bardo's Breakdown and still focus on the college stuff, man, this NIL, I mean, every week, it's like there's something new to talk about. So we'll talk NIL, then we'll talk a little bit of NBA, but I definitely want to get to everyone's comments. Ken, what's going on, Ken B? Good to see you too, as Cam. Dan Levy, what's up, Dan? RZ online. Meredith Evans, good to see you. Diamond Life Cuts. MT Wall 71. Michael Payne, good to see you guys, man. Glad that you guys could join. Thank you for taking the time. My Facebook people, let me know that you guys are hearing me okay, that the mic sounds all right. I just want to make sure. Holla if you hear me. Okay, Thomas Dagley, that's my man. Good to see you. Let me know if the sound is okay. Tommy Keenan, no Max Christie updates that I'm aware of right now. Thank you, Curtis Dietz. I appreciate it. Thank you, Thomas. So let's get into it, guys. The first thing, I don't know if you guys have been watching what's going on, but Hunter Dickinson, who I love from Michigan, and I love him as a player, but I also love the fact that, you know, we in the business, we want our athletes to be up front and, you know, say what's on their mind. And boy, did Hunter Dickinson do that. He blasted Texas Tech head coach Mark Adams. Supposedly, Terrance Shannon, a tremendously talented wing that was in the transfer portal, Chicago native, 6'5", 6'6" swing guy for Texas Tech. A lot of people in the country were after him. It basically came down in Michigan and Illinois. Okay, so Terrance Shannon is, you know, wants to come back to Big Ten country. He probably wanted to do it coming out of high school, but the Big Ten programs may have thought he might not have been worthy of a scholarship. Who knows? But Hunter Dickinson was really looking forward to having Terrance Shannon as a teammate, thought he was going to be able to do it. And according to Hunter Dickinson, I haven't done a lot of research outside of the comments and responses that I've heard from Hunter, but Hunter basically was called Mark Adams a coward. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to read this off from my IG people. Coach Adams is a coward. How are you going to deny a kid the chance to play where he wanted to go? Were you really under that much pressure by your boosters to not sign off on him, to take summer classes there, to be able to graduate even after he announced he's not coming back? Another tweet by Hunter Dickinson. That's what he says. You should be ashamed of yourself for using your power over a kid to prevent him from going where he wanted to go just because you wanted him to stay at your school. Recruits and their families know that if you go to Texas Tech and don't like it, you may not be able to go where you want to go. Okay, a couple things as I read this. I see, and big ups to my man, executive producer Tony Gill. You guys on IG aren't seeing the graphics that he's created, but he continues to improve the product. So I'm grateful to Tony. So thank you for this. This looks really good. The two things that stand out to me with Hunter Dickinson. The first is that a business partner tells me this all the time. He says, you have to be careful who you criticize because you make unknown enemies. So do you know how long Texas Tech head coach Mark Adams, I believe he's been in college basketball over 40 years. So Mark Adams knows a lot of people. And unfortunately, Hunter got a little emotional. And that's where Twitter's not good, because I've screwed up 6 figures on Twitter running my damn mouth. It's not good for young people to have unfettered access to a platform that can go worldwide. We know it. We see it all the time. I love this young man. I just think that this was a poor decision on his part, because even if you did feel this way, this can come back to hurt you. Mark Adams knows people in the NBA. Mark Adams knows coaches overseas. If there's an opportunity that Hunter may not get, that he looks like he's got his name written all over it, he may never know why he didn't get that opportunity. So you got to be careful, one. Second, is Texas Tech responsible for further educate this young man, Terrance Shannon, if he says he wants to leave? Is that Mark Adams and Texas Tech's responsibility to continue to educate this young man if he doesn't want to wear the Red Raiders jersey any longer? Am I missing something on that? I don't know. Nigel, man, I think I've been saying your name wrong, Nigel. Good to see you, brother, from Film Belize. Good to see you on here. Spins and Spines, what's up? Lee 0548, Antoine. Deshaun, what's up, Antoine? Ain't seen you in a while, bro. Good to see you. Oh, my girl's on here. TDPIO25. What's going on? Am I wrong in saying and questioning whether Mark Adams and Texas Tech is responsible for educating this young man so that he can go to Michigan? I think there was a situation where Terrence had to do something academically over the summer that would allow him to be eligible at Michigan come fall. There was some kind of academic requirement that he needed to finish or to do in order for him to be eligible to play at Michigan in the fall. I don't know if that is, obviously that's not the case with Illinois, because the young man chose to come to Illinois and there was not a situation where Texas Tech did not further educate him over the summer, and that did not keep him from committing to Illinois. So let's get your thoughts. Joe Stovall, tribe member. Always appreciate you, Joe. Hey, Joe, did you ever get that shirt I sent? I think I sent you a couple T-shirts. Let me know if you ever got that. When you only know one side of the story, type an angry, emotional email, then delete it. Don't press send. Good point, Joe. That's a great point. To put it on paper to see how it looks, or to put it in an email before you sign it or send it and put it out to the world. I agree with that, because young people like me, and I'm not young, but sometimes I need a 10-second rule, because I'm hot. I can be a hothead. I've gotten better as I've gotten older, but I'm still a little bit of a hothead. And so if I'm young, and I love Hunter. I love his game. I love his personality. I love his swag. I didn't agree with his approach, and I didn't agree with what he said. I don't think that Texas Tech, or any other college for that matter, if there's a player that says he wants to leave, then the university's responsibility to that particular player is done, as far as I'm concerned. So moving on, the young man in question, Terrance Shannon, transferred to Illinois over Michigan. Lynn Holly, what's good? Good to see you. Hope you enjoyed your birthday. NBA News, good to see you. What's happening? Malcolm C. the Hooper. What's up, Malcolm? What's happening? All the time real. What's going on? C-Dale in the house. What's happening? Thanks for joining. Terrance Shannon is a dynamic 6'5", 6'6" wing player. That's an outstanding front court, open court. Obviously, he can defend if you play at Texas Tech, and he can score the basketball. He was a coveted wing around the country. A lot of people were on him, and this young man is long. He's bouncy. He's a left-hander, and he can shoot the three. So he's got a big-time upside. He's got that Chicago toughness. He played at Texas Tech, so you know he's going to defend, and you know he's tough. So this is a huge get for the University of Illinois program. He's a Chicago native. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, you Big Ten fans and you University of Illinois fans, Ayo Dosunmu is going to continue to pay dividends for players just like this. So this young man's from Chi-Town. You don't think he knows Ayo Dosunmu? You don't think he talked to Ayo Dosunmu at all, or reached out to him, or Ayo's people and asked about the situation? Yes, Juwan Howard is a Chicago native. Yes, Juwan is a great coach. He does a fantastic job. But Illinois won this particular battle. And it's going to be interesting to see, because Illinois and Michigan, it appears like they will be battling for the top recruiting ranking in the Big Ten year in, year out. As long as Juwan Howard's at Michigan and Brad Underwood's at Illinois, that's going to be a fantastic battle year in and year out. So what former Illini player do you compare Shannon to? I was trying to think, and I had to go all the way back to 89 with Flight 33, says Carol Polpaquette, another Tribe member. What's up, Carol? Thanks for joining. Carol, Terrance Shannon shoots the ball a heck of a lot better than Kenny Battle ever thought about shooting. Plus, Terrance is a traditional wing. Kenny Battle was an undersized 4. And I'm not sure Terrance Shannon's motor. I'm not sure any kid's motor in college basketball can compare to Kenny Battle. I'm sorry. Y'all know I would be one to know. I played with Kenny, and I cover college basketball. And every kid that I see that plays hard, I make a note of saying something. I have not seen a kid in the last, I don't know that I've seen it. Well, Kenneth Fareed. I'll go back to Kenneth Fareed at Morehead State, former NBA player. He had a motor similar to Kenny Battle. Kenyon Martin had a motor similar to Kenny Battle. Who it's not many players, Carol. So Terrance Shannon is not easily comparable to a former Illini player because, one, he's left-handed, 2, he's 6'6", bouncy wing player. Illinois hasn't had a ton of big wings like that, in my opinion. 6'6" guys, especially 6'6" left-hand guys. So it's fantastic. It's fascinating to me to see that. Curtis Dietz, Illinois guards look good on paper, but who will they have as their bigs? Dane Danger, Curtis Dietz, is a transfer from Baylor. He sat out this past season. He's 6'10", 280. Also, Coleman Hawkins decided against going into the transfer portal. There was some talk that he was thinking about going into the transfer portal. Coleman Hawkins is back. Bozeman's Verdonk, I think, is in the transfer portal. But Illinois will be fine up front with Coleman Hawkins and also Dane Danger. And it's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. We just hit May. There's still going to be some movement. And Illinois is sitting pretty right now because the players they got out of high school that are coming in, they've got a great recruiting class. Terrance Shannon joining the crew. You got the returners that are coming back, and Dane Danger filling the middle where Kofi left. Illinois is in great shape. Let's see. Where do you see Illinois next year during the season and come March? Luke Martin, 3. I see Illinois. They will have to take some time in the non-conference slate. This will be Illinois' most important non-conference schedule in some years. Because think about this. Trent Frazier, DeMonte Williams were there for 5 seasons. So you really, for the last 3 to 4 years, you've always had somebody on Illinois' staff that had a team that has had some experience going through what this young team is about to go through. Big Daddy Bates, what's up? MT Wall 71. What do you think of the transfer portal? We're talking about that right now. Lynn Holly says, now, you know what? This is the best comment about the transfer portal that I think I've heard yet. This is why I love my Bardo's Breakdown tribe. Lynn Holly's a part of the tribe. She says, I think the transfer portal is a gift and a curse. Woo! I can't drop my mic, because if I do, it's a brand new mic. I don't know what's going to happen, but I need to drop the mic on that because it's a gift and a curse. So that's a great transition and segue, Lynn, to talk about our next subject in the transfer portal. And that's Isaiah Wong. Did you guys hear this story yesterday? It was over the weekend, or I think he made the announcement Thursday. Isaiah Wong, all ACC guard for Miami, was instrumental in them getting an Elite Eight run. Isaiah Wong threatened to go into the transfer portal because he didn't like the fact that Nigel Pack was the number one sought after point guard in this year's transfer portal. Nigel Pack goes from Kansas State to Miami. One of the reasons why Nigel Pack went to Miami, he got $800,000 in NIL money. I believe he signed a 2-year deal for $800,000 guaranteed. So Isaiah Wong is sitting there like, well, wait a minute. Oh, and he got a car. So he got $800,000 from Life Wallet and a car to attend University of Miami. So Isaiah Wong, all ACC guard, he's like, wait a minute. I just went to the Elite Eight. I'm an all ACC guard. I don't have a contract for $800,000 and a car. And so what happened was, in my opinion, it's what I think happened. Jim Larrañaga, head coach in Miami, reached out to his network of people. And there's a big boost. And I think it's the guy from Life Wallet. And I saw a clip from him, and I can't remember his name. But they went to the drawing board, and they found some money for Isaiah Wong. So he rescinded his threat to join into the transfer portal. He's still got his name in the NBA draft, but he's reserving the opportunity to come back. But this is what Lynn Holly was talking about. The transfer portal can be a gift and a curse, just like the internet, just like Twitter. Because now think about it. Think about this. That would be like Kendall Gill playing his junior year, being all Big Ten, projected lottery pick. Isaiah Wong is not a projected lottery pick, but I'm just giving you an example. Kendall Gill comes to his senior year, and Lou Henson, God rest his soul, and his staff, God rest their soul, Jimmy Collins and Dick Nagy, loved them dearly and missed them dearly. If they were to come and bring a guard in from, let's say, UCLA or Texas, and Kendall's got a deal for, I like that. Hold on, Michael. Keep that up. Keep that up, Tony. Don't lose that. So let's say this guard, Tony Gill, comes out of Texas. Kendall's making $75,000. Tony Gill gets $250,000. What do you think Kendall Gill's going to do? So are you guys mad at Isaiah Wong for making that threat and getting his money elevated? Or do you not like the way that went down? I want to hear from you. You're right, Lynn. Transfer portal really hurts high school seniors as well. Mr. Hicks, good to see you, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Kenny McReynolds, Just K Rock 511. Ooh, we lit today, boy. Y'all like these topics. Wong is wrong, in parentheses, says Joe Stovall. This is how the free market system works. Extortion is never a good negotiating tool. Walter Berry, Stacey Ogman are a couple guys who Shannon is similar to. Walter Berry couldn't shoot three, and neither could Stacey Ogman. I know what you're talking about, body size, maybe body build, Joe, but neither of those guys can really shoot. But yeah, so interesting. Dr. Harold Swift, what's up, Swift? Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining in. Make that cash. I'm like Dr. Swift. Make the cash. Joe Stovall says extortion isn't a good negotiating tool. I don't know if it was extortion, because to me, Joe, extortion implies that you don't have leverage. Extortion says that I'm going to expose something. That's at least that's how I see it. Extortion is that I'm going to embarrass you. I'm going to do something that's hidden right now. Isaiah Wong's performance on the court has not been hidden. He's an all ACC guard. And if he entered his name, Joe, in the transfer portal, everybody in the country would want him. So he had leverage. I don't know that it was extortion. I think it was leverage. And I think that, hey, you know what? It ain't fun when the rabbits got the gun. College coaches. I don't know. Just saying. Yeah, man, this is some fascinating stuff. Wait a minute. Where was the comment that my man said Uncle Luke came through? Wait a minute. Where is that, Tony, that you had up there? Michael Broom. He said Uncle Luke came through with that bag. Y'all know Luke. Y'all remember Uncle Luke? And I can't even recite the words because there's too much profanity in it. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all remember Uncle Luke in the Miami bounce days, the Miami base days. Uncle Luke was a big time supporter of the University of Miami football program back in the day. I don't know if he still has connections or ties, Michael Broom, but that's really good. I love that. So, yeah, man, I want to hear what you guys have to think on this this whole transfer portal, NIL. Mark Emmert of the NCAA is going to resign. He's going to step down. Oh, I was out somewhere. I couldn't do it. That's what I wanted to do. Good riddance, because he was horrible. Mark Emmert was horrible. He has been a horrible leader of the NCAA. Now, the organization is not set up properly, so I'm not sure anybody would have run it in an efficient manner. But my goodness, Mark Emmert, he was not good. So the fact that he's stepping down and we didn't even put that up, we didn't need to. I just had to clap and congratulate. Hopefully the NCAA will go in a better direction when Mark Emmert leaves, because he did a very poor job. It ain't pretty, but it's not extortion when you use your leverage to get a raise, says Larry Biddle. Larry Biddle, tribe member. Larry, I'm with you. I don't think it's extortion. I think it's called capitalism. And here's the point. Sam Gilbert was doing that for UCLA players during the dynasty years, says Curtis Dietz. Curtis Dietz is exactly right. One of the most legendary runs, probably the most legendary run in college basketball history. The run that UCLA was on when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Walton, gosh, I'm drawing a blank, but you guys know what I'm talking about. When John Wooten had that incredible run at UCLA, Sam Gilbert was the main booster that was lacing the pockets of all these players, and that's how they got a lot of guys to come to UCLA. So, you know, it's highly interesting to me. And college coaches use extortion when they hold student athletes over a barrel when they use the 1-year scholarships. Is that Todd Bryson, TB3865? If it is, that's one of my best friends. Todd, is that you? Gailey Tucker. What's up, Gailey? Thank you for tuning in. Zoomer Sports. What's up, Andrew? How are you doing? I met you when you came to my school at Kennedy Junior High. _ Tanku. Thank you, Tanku. I'm doing well. Thanks for tuning in. E-Wells 678. How you doing? Good to see you, E-Wells. Haven't seen you in a minute. Thanks for jumping on. So this is fascinating. The NCAA head is going to resign. Isaiah Wong is the first player publicly that is threatening their schools, and it got out, right? And then we got Hunter Dickinson calling out a college head coach on Twitter, calling him a coward. See, ladies and gentlemen, so the NCAA is responsible for all this. They didn't want to face the music. They kicked the can down the street, down the street. Let somebody else deal with it. Let's keep extorting these kids Let's keep this indentured servitude system in place so we can continue to line our pockets and fight off the litigation. But now the NCAA is losing litigation because now the Alston payments are kicking in. Alston versus NCAA, they lost that fight. So now the NCAA has to kick in academic stipends for the athletes at the universities. So all because the NCAA wanted to continue to be greedy, did not want to involve the athletes in the capitalistic enterprise, and the chickens are coming home to roost. That's what's happening. So I'm not mad at all about whatever's going on. And, I like it because, again, do you know the leverage that the Flying Illini would have had at Illinois if we were able to benefit from the money that we generated? I probably would have made more money at the University of Illinois than I did over my 10-year professional career. I'm going to say that again. The marketability, the brand that we had, the fact that I was an all Big Ten guard, Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year, 4-year starter, I would have been very, very marketable. So that was 30-some years ago. And we have to thank the O'Bannon brothers for the NCAA being brought to the table begrudgingly. You're right, TB 3865. So, you know what? I was going to do some NBA talk. I'm not even going to talk about that. Robert Mitchell, will Illini add a big man in transfer portal with Kofi leaving? There was a young man, I'm going to say this again, Robert, because you may have gotten in late. Dane Danger, D-A-I-N, and his last name is D-A-I-N-J-A. He's a transfer from Baylor, 6'10", 280. He sat out this past year. He's been on campus the whole season, working out against Kofi, working out against Coleman Hawkins. So they're fine up front. They'll be fine. Let's see. Michael Payne, how much does it cost to take a couple of classes over the summer? Can his fam or someone afford 2 classes? Very good question, Michael Payne. He's referring to the Terrance Shannon situation that got Michigan's Hunter Dickinson all up in arms, calling Mark Adams, the head coach of Texas Tech, a coward because Terrance Shannon had to complete some sort of coursework over the summer for him to be eligible to play at Michigan this year. But for whatever that academic piece is, that's not required at Illinois. So the fact that this is what Michael Payne is talking about, I agree, Michael. There could have been some creative ways if he really wanted to go to Michigan, right? That's a great point, Michael. Thank you for sharing that. What's up, Dawn Green? Louis Timon. Louis, how you doing, man? You seem to be struggling the other day. I saw your post. I hope you're doing better, man. Okay, Frank Carey says Terrance Shannon is a bigger Luther head. Now, that's a little bit better comparison than I thought, than what I've heard. Josh Weger, is Coleman Hawkins willing or able to play center? If not, can the Illini survive conference play without a center to guard Edie Dickinson? Okay, so a lot of you all are not familiar that Dane Danger will be the starting center for Illinois this season. I don't know what kind of player he is yet because I have not seen him. But I plan to go to some off-season workouts, and I'll be able to come back and report. But so have no fear, Illini fans. Brad Underwood's got you covered. Let's see. Curtis D says, will you be in Vegas for the Illini games? No, I'm going to be, hopefully, I'm going to tell you where I'm going to be. Hopefully, I'm going to be at the Belize College basketball tournament if it's during the same time. I don't know if it is, but my man Nigel, is it Nigel or Nigel, man? I think it's Nigel. I think I was messing his name up. My man from UCLA great runs the Belize Film Festival, and they are having a college basketball tournament. So, Curtis, if the Vegas tournament is the same time as Belize, I won't be in Vegas. And I don't really have control over that anyway. Depending on what network is going to be covering those games that the Illini will be playing in Las Vegas, that will be the determining factor whether I can be on the call for some of those Illini games in Vegas. So I'll let you know as soon as I know. Alex Peels, good to see you. John Keaton, what's good? Nancy Brocart, what's up, Nancy? I think, Nancy, are you starting a plank challenge? You know we too damn old for that. I'm playing. Nancy Brocart was an All-American volleyball player at University of Illinois while I was there. I believe her and her teammates got to 2 or 3 Final Fours during our 4-year career, 4 years at Illinois. And we had the most successful all the sports teams at Illinois during Nancy and my time there together, our 4 years. I think we're the most successful in school history, if I'm not mistaken. John Keaton, what's good? Yes, they got the volleyball team got to 2 Final Fours. We got to a Final Four. Golf won the Big Ten championship. I believe gymnastics won a national championship. Baseball won the Big Ten championship. Track and field, we had some Olympians during our time. So yeah, Nancy Brocart was part of the golden age of Illinois athletics. So let me see. I got some new comments down here. Okay. Nigel. Okay. Thank you, Michael Payne. It is Nigel. I was saying it right. Yes, you did, Nancy. Yes, you did. All right. So you know what? I was going to brush over the NBA, but these topics have been really, really good. I'm glad that you guys were able to join me. I'm going to get off now because 6:30, believe you got game 1 of Philly at Miami. Thank you for tuning in to Bardo's Breakdown. If you want to be a part of Bardo of the Tribe, you can text me to 312-847-2739. I don't blow you up, but I give you insider information. I give you little things that other people don't have access to. So if you want to join, hit me text me 312-847-2739. You can join the newsletter. Send me a message on Bardo's Breakdown group on Facebook. Easy to find. Type in Bardo's Breakdown group. It'll take you right there. Send me a message with your email if you want to be a part of the newsletter that comes out once a week. And then you can also join Bardo's Breakdown group. All right. B. Houston 34. What's good, brother? Want to be a part of that tribe. You got 3 ways to be a part of the tribe, B. Houston. Text 312-847-2739. Join Bardo's Breakdown group on Facebook, or go to the Bardo's Breakdown group and send me a direct message and let me know that you want to be a part of the tribe or you want to be a part of the newsletter. So that'll do it for this edition. Hope you guys doing well. Check back the rest of the week. I'm trying to get some interviews. Start to kick off the WNBA season Friday. Los Angeles Sparks and the defending champion, Chicago Sky. Enjoy the playoffs. I will keep you covered on what's happening with college basketball. Until next time, y'all, thank you so much for joining. Love y'all. Peace.